Hey YouTube, I decided to do a little reptile room tour here. I got everything cleaned up nice. After the Rocky Mountain Reptile Expo this past weekend, the snake room was a complete disaster. It always is, slightly before and after a show, because sometimes you're taking cages, you're taking lots of animals, and there's usually just a big mess. So everything's all back to normal again. And the animals are settling back in after being moved around and taken to the show. It's definitely a little bit stressful on them. It's stressful on me, but I'm sure it's kind of stressful on them too, to have to, be put in containers and such and taken to the show and handled by lots of people, and it can be, I'm sure, kind of a stressful thing for them. So this is the snake room as it is now. I've made lots of changes. I've sold off some of my racks and picked up some new things. Got some more new things in the works. This is of course, a Centec. It's an 18 tub. They're like 33, 34 quart grow out tubs. Got that from Eric Naring over at Centec Cages. Great guy to deal with, as I've mentioned before. And these things are just rock solid. Anything by Centec, you cannot go wrong. And that, of course, is a 48 tub baby rack. Up top here, we've got Farah, my 03 Super Salmon, and she's still kind of being bred by my buddy Jason's salmon teen, but she's looking pretty darn gravid, so I'm probably going to pull him pretty soon. I'm really surprised that she's even letting him breed her, because I know she's already had her double ovulation and is well on her way to having babies. In this second cage here, Animal Plastics cage, I've got Farah's daughter, 2006 Kodam salmon. She was bred by an 08 probable super. She's looking gravid. She's starting to flatten out and look a little wide, so I've pulled him off of her. This one I'm really excited about. Where's my light here? That is my 07, there we go, my 07 leopard female, who was bred by Lorenzo, my 2006 Super Salmon male. And she's a much smaller snake, but she's had her ovulation, I'm pretty sure, and she's looking gravid, and I'm really looking forward to getting some hypo-het leopards. Down here, these guys are pretty much finished. These are all the AP cages, by the way. This is Lorenzo's sister. I'm trying to prove her out as a super. She's looking pretty gravid. Crush, my high orange male, has pretty much kind of stopped breeding her. And she's starting, oops, I'm sorry, I'm not even facing the stupid cage here. She's starting to flatten out, so I'm pretty sure that she's pregnant. Pretty sure she is. And I'll go back up again one more time. We've got a leopard female here. And we've got Kara. You can see how kind of plump she's looking right about there where the light is. These two, very peculiar, because, yeah, see, he's still breeding her. That's really, really weird. Because look at her. Look at the scale separation, and look at how flat she is. So, they always say that when they're done, but this is the first time I've kind of seen them continue on, so they must really like each other. So we'll let them have their fun a little longer, and that's fine. So that, of course, is my buddy Jason salmon teen male. He produced some really nice babies this past season. I'll show you what he produced. I actually have a couple of these guys in my collection. He produced this girl right here, and it's kind of hard to see how nice and pink she is, but she's really pretty. And he also produced this girl here, another salmon teen, super salmon teen most likely. She's got a little bit more speckling on her. So they're going to have some pretty smoking babies, I'm sure of that. Oh, at the bottom cage, taking a drink of water. This is my, she is a 66% het albino, and I've been trying to prove her out. She's got lots of good size on her. And I'm hoping that Thor got the job done with her. She's looking a little flat in the rear there. They haven't really done anything in a while, so she's either going to be gravid or she's not. I'm pretty sure, I'd like to think she is. She looks gravid to me. She's taking a nice drink of water. So that's what's going on in these cages. We'll stick to breeding here. We'll go over here to this really dirty vision cage. I gotta pull this out, but this is of course Athena, and Athena is, she's at what, 2004 I believe, normal, and she's been bred again by my co-dom Sam and Clint, and I'm pretty confident that she'll have her third litter this year. Half co-doms and half normals. They throw some pretty nice babies together. The only one I have held back is this one. She's pretty smoking. She's really nice. She's a co-dom salmon, and she's looking really good. Kept her back. Everything else I sold off. The cage up here, this girl unfortunately did not breed this year. Second failure in a row for her. She's my probable super ghost. Super ghost meaning, you know, she's like a super salmon, with of course, you know, being head anery and you know, exhibiting the ghost trait, which is a combination of anery and hypo. She's very, very clean. Still has some really nice coloration to her, not dark and muddy. I think the reason why she was not receptive to my buddy Jason's albino was because she just did not eat enough over the summer, and she just didn't have enough weight. See, I don't feed my girls during pregnancy. I feed them during the summer and early fall, and you know, once Halloween comes, they're not eating anymore, so they pretty much had all their food and they're good until they have their babies. I may give one meal, you know, each month for the last 3 months or 2 months before they give birth, but as long as they have enough going in, I think they're fine. And I kind of copied Rich Eiley from salmonboa.com. He had a really nice video that came out 7 or 8 years ago, and that's kind of how he does things. So I decided, you know what, he's pretty successful, I'm going to do the same thing, and it's worked great for me, and that's what I do. Down here in this big wooden cage here is of course Trinity. She's my 2007, you guys have probably all seen her, but plenty of videos of her, 2007 white phase albino tiger. And this cage is being heated by a Pro Products heat panel. The rest of my cages are all heated by Ultratherm heat pads, and some have FlexWatt. Going over to this vision cage, this is my 2008 Het albino reticulated python Zeus. He was produced by Brett Dennison from Rocky Mountain Retics, and he's a really nice retic, good temperament and all. Down here, Mr. Arnold, Het albino tiger retic, also produced by Brett. And I need to give him some water. I also got to put some more light on this cage. This is also being heated by a Pro Products heat panel. I really like those. They heat much better, more natural than obviously a anything like a heat dome or anything, you know, a ceramic heater. They don't really dry the cage out, and I really like them. And I still need to get down to the glass shop and get a new piece of glass. I broke that with my foot, and he doesn't push, so I've been lazy, but I need to go ahead and do that. So, we've really gotten rid of a lot. I have a Centec CB70 that's going to be coming. That's going to be good for the boys, the bigger boys. But for now, this is what I have. We'll take a look at a few people in here. This is Xena. She's a possible het anery, and she is a motley, of course. And I believe she is a 2009. Yeah, she's an 09. So she's doing really well. Really like her. I think she's getting ready to go into a shed. She's got that real nice classic motley pattern. And that's her. Lorenzo, my stellar breeder, Mr. Lorenzo. I think he's thinking about going into a shed too. He's looking pretty dark. And yeah, he's very dark, wow. He's the one that bred Farrah last year, and this year I'm pretty sure he got the job done with my, my leopard. This is a 2007. This is Scarlet. She is a combination of a Rich Eiley Triple K Super Salmon male, bred to a East Bay Vivarium Red Group female, produced by Ryan Homsey of Top Notch Boas. She's sitting on that newspaper because I fed her a rat yesterday, and with the aspen, I kind of like to feed them on top of something so they don't end up getting the aspen all in their mouth and, you know, wrapped up in the rat. This is an 08 triple het Moonglow female. She's hiding. She's obviously just she's a visual salmon with the head albino and head anery traits built in, so she's het for snow, het for anery, and hypo, and put all that together, and you got yourself a Moonglow. So I gotta find a boy for her. This is Taz. Believe it or not, Taz is an 08 probable super, and he bred Kira, the 06 Kodam salmon. Hey, quiet out there! Why is it the dogs always have to start barking when I video? So he's a little guy, but old enough, and he really was a good breeder, so I'm pretty proud of him. This is a gopher snake that's available. Hypo gopher male, Sonoran gopher. He's available for sale, by the way, if anybody wants him. This right here is a In Your Face Exotics Gabon Bow product. 2010 male platinum. And he ate himself a big rat the other day, so I got to give him some more water too. But he's a good looking snake for sure. Pretty excited about him. He's not het for anything. He's just a platinum, but if I get another platinum someday, I can get some ivories, so that's always exciting. This girl is blue. This is Taz's sister. She's looking horrible because she's blue. And got to watch out for this one. Very strong feeding response. 08 het albino female, Rosalita. She was produced by Ray Bueno using his male, and my buddy Brandon Nixon from California Constrictors, his girl. So she's a nice snake, but she's got a big feeding response. This is Clint. Clint is I think he's an 04, I'd have to look, 04 Kodam salmon, father of many litters, bred with Athena this year. He's getting ready to go blue, and it's time for him to start eating again. This gorgeous snake here is a 09 Hypo Jungle, produced by Paul Rothenbach out of the Chicago area. Watching the time here, I can do 15-minute videos. I don't usually like to do them this long, but I don't want to break either. This right here is the psychotic Red Bull Kingsville Red Bull female. I say psychotic because she's always real high strung, but she just finished shedding. I got to put her water back in, but she's a smoker. She's also available if you're interested in her. Send me a message and we'll work something out. She's one of the nicest Red Bulls I've ever seen. This is Thor. I think he's an 05, and he is a he's not a snow. He's just lost a lot of his color as he's gotten older. He's an albino, and he's been a great breeder too. And what else do we got? Right here, Bianca, 07 Kodam, getting ready to go blue. Oh, another, all these hypos were produced by me for the most part. Except for the one by Ryan there. This is a Sunglow female, produced by Jeremy Stone. 2007. She'll be finally big enough to breed this coming fall. I probably am not going to go through all these babies here. Maybe I will in part 2. We'll go through what I got here in a second. We'll do part 2 of my collection. I don't have a whole heck of a lot of little guys left. I've sold a lot of things off, and most of this stuff I'm holding on to, so we will come back and do that.